right, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. Let me know if you guys can hear me good in the chat. I'm gonna get started in a minute here. It's a little bit past 7 o'clock. We're gonna be on for 1 hour here today. I'm gonna put my phone away. I'm gonna put my phone to the side here before we get started. We're gonna be on for 1 hour. And just let me know real quick in the chat if you guys can hear me. I see we got a lot of people in the chat here. And yeah, where you guys are tuning in from. We got South Africa. What's up, South Africa? It's 7 in the morning. I've been up all night. I haven't slept. But we're going to get right into it. All right? What time is it? Where are you guys from? Maybe some of you guys stayed up all night, set your alarm clocks for this call, woke up early. We're going to be on a couple times today, so make sure you guys are tuning in. Pay attention to the information, because the next phase is loading. That's all I got to say. Where's everybody tuning in from? It's 7 in the morning here. I've been up all night. Caught a really good trade on gold today. Banger trade. Amazing trade. London session delivered. Let's just say London session delivered today. Was a good buy today on gold. Good buys. Some of you guys in the inner circle probably saw that signal that I sent out. I sent that signal on gold. In London session was a crazy reaction. Just a regular reaction. From Boston, see, we got people all over. 1 p.m. Some of you guys might be early in the morning. Got killed last night in sells. Oh man, I was in buys, yo. I hope you're paying attention to the stream, yo, because yesterday I broke it down. Portugal, Siberia, Italy, El Salvador, Panama, Germany, Nigeria times 2, Portugal, Poland, Boston, a couple people from Poland, Germany, UK. What's good? El Salvador, Portugal. Damn, some of these countries I don't even know how to pronounce. Gold was good today. Gold delivered. We're going to get into the full system here today. You guys are here because you guys are traders and it's early in the morning. And you guys understand showing up is important. We can see we got people from all over the world, different time zones showing up. So we're all traders here and we understand that showing up is how you level up. Most people don't even really get it this far. They watch, they scroll, they say they're going to start, and they don't commit. In trading, it's not really about who the smartest is. It's not really about knowing everything. It's really about who shows up consistently. Because this game will test you. It will test your patience, your discipline, your emotions, everything. And if you're not willing to go through that, you might not make it, right? So the fact that you're here right now, you're already ahead of most people. Let's just say you're here because you're a trader. Like I said, you understand showing up is a necessity, right? So today we're going to be going over some key information. Before I show you my strategy today, I want to talk about some things that separate profitable traders from everyone else. And it's not a pattern. It's not a secret indicator. It's not copying signals. It's really what happens here every day, the groundwork, the foundation, the consistency of showing up, what I just said. So we got a lot of different topics. Well, not a lot. We got 5 main pillars and topics we're going to be going over today, over the next hour. And I'm going to be talking about the exact system that I've used to generate tens of millions of dollars trading over the last 11 years. And now at this level, I can generate tens of thousands of dollars consistently on a weekly, monthly basis. Trading's pretty easy for me after 11 years. It's like playing a video game for 11 years every freaking day. If you were a kid, teenager playing a video game forever. That's what I did when I was a kid. Played video games all the time. I've been trading for 11 years, so I have collectively 100,000 hours on the chart, like with streams, teaching, everything, just all the hours compacted have added up to my, let's say, my trading character, just like your video game character. So today we're going to be talking about the pillars. Make sure you guys stay on the call because at the end of the call, I have a special announcement, some special things, special gift that I want to show you guys at the end of this call, at the very, very end of this call. So make sure you're on till the end. We're going to be talking about why most traders fail. We're going to be talking about the winning identity, the winning mindset in trading. We're going to be talking about gold primarily because gold is the game, all right? So we're going to get into it, guys. But for those that do not know me, all right, and like I said, make sure you stay till the end. For those that do not know me, my name's Evan. I've been trading, for, like I said, for 11 years. I've taught hundreds and thousands of traders worldwide, and I've been able to notice the difference of what separates profitable traders from everyone else, the ones that lack consistency. Some of you guys might be right there for where your breakthrough is. I've been trading, like I said, 11 years. So I remember my first 2-3 years, my first 3, 4, 5 years, the different cycles that I would go through. Most traders go through the same things. So I've been able to really analyze hundreds of thousands of traders worldwide. I've been able to teach over the last 11 years. And I've been able to, like I said, notice critically what separates profitable traders from the ones who aren't consistent. And it's not because of a bad strategy, right? Most of you guys probably know strategies. You've probably consumed content, taken courses. I can guarantee everybody on here is probably taking a trading course before, been in an academy, been in a signals group, something like that, unless you're a brand new trader, all right? But most of you guys are probably not consistent because of strategy. You probably know enough information already. It's probably for the most part because of bad mindset, discipline, fear, impatience. Those types of things will kill more trading accounts than bad trade setups, okay? The thing about bad trade setups is at least you can recognize it's a bad trade setup. But those things, those characteristics like fear, impatience, those things will kill accounts more than having an actual strategy, okay? So one thing you have to understand about winners and traders who are consistent is they think in probabilities, not outcomes, all right? So they play the long-term game, and they always know there's going to be another setup. There's always going to be a trade, all right? I'm going to check out the chat from time to time, see what you guys are saying in there. I'll answer a couple questions as we get to the charts. We're going to get into charts in a bit. When we get to the charts, go through some stuff. I'll answer some questions throughout. We got Hong Kong, Germany, Cyprus, damn. All right, London in the building, Miami, Sweden. I like seeing where everyone's tuning in from. See, we got people all over. Good stuff. So this is why 95% of traders lose right here, okay? Take notes throughout the call. Remember these things because we're going to go fast, guys. We're going to go fast. We're going to get to the charts in a little bit. I started from zero, no mentor, no shortcuts. Pretty much started just like all of you guys. You probably saw someone on social media living an above average life and was like, oh, what are they doing? What do they do with their life? And then trading piqued my interest there, right? But how I really started trading was developing my mindset. I started reading books, right? When I was in school, I wasn't that type of person who applied myself academically. I didn't even really finish high school. I didn't get my diploma. I didn't go to college, university. I didn't really take that route. I had a job working in an Italian kitchen. Really, like that was my career, making $28,000 a year, working 60 hours a week, 28,000 Canadian dollars per year, by the way. Working like 60 hours per week, right? Right after I got out of high school. And around that time, I was starting to learn about trading, right? And today, I thank God in this system that I was able to generate millions and millions of dollars and be able to have financial freedom and just financial literacy and the skill set to kind of do whatever I want. I'm not really here to just talk about me, though. Here to just show you guys exactly what I do. At the end of the day, that's what this session is all about. But like I said, make sure you guys stay to the end because I have something very, very special to show you. So like I said, pretty much started like most of you guys, just working a job, trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out, you know, how I could get ahead in life, make more out of myself, right? And when I found trading, that was that thing that just kind of blossomed me, that I went full in, all in. I made a decision to say, you know what? This is what's going to take me from point A to point B in life. This is that thing. And that was what it was for me. And I started just studying every single day. Every single day, I would literally just come home from work, study the charts, come home from work, study the charts. every single day for years. For years, I did that. That was my routine. It was work, come home, study. Work, come home, study. Work, come home, study. And the more and more and more I did it, the more mistakes I made, the more failures I went through, the more trades that I lost, the more bad weeks, bad months, accounts that I blew. I was able to learn from my mistakes, learn from my failures. I didn't look at them as stopping points. I observed them and said, okay, I can do better. I can refine, right? And that's the difference between people who think about success and failure right there. When we talk about success and failure, most people see them as two roads, success, failure. Oh, I blow an account. Oh, I have a bad week. Oh, I had a bad month. That doesn't define everything for you. How you start doesn't determine how you finish and how you excel, right? Whatever phase you are in life, your starting point, your meeting point doesn't determine where you're going. So grab a pen, because seriously, what I'm about to show you just took me years to refine. If you implement even like 20% of this, your trading will change. So just write everything down, take notes. I always like to say, take what you need, discard the rest. We're going to get to the charts in a minute. So I'm going to go over the complete trading system with you guys. And I only focus on gold. Everybody asks me, why do you trade gold? Why do you only trade gold? There's so many things you can trade. And at the end of the day, I locked in on one thing. And I spent all my hours just studying it instead of studying 10 different things, a bunch of different things. I said one strategy, one pair, one time, one trade a day. That was it. For years, I did that. I built a plan and I said, you know what? Because I got sick and tired of pretty much being sick and tired of having these cycles where I would grow an account and then lose it all. Grow an account and lose it all because I didn't develop the mindset. Okay, so we're going to go into the strategy. Like I said in the beginning, some of you guys need to develop that proper trading mindset, all right? Because like I said, this game will test you. And I'm going to show you some real trade examples from the last 2 days. I'm going to explain. So I'm going to do some trade breakdowns with you guys step by step here in a little bit. And we're going to look at the markets even live. But I'm going to show you some real trade examples from a trade I took today, a trade I took yesterday, a trade I took the day before, and a trade that I took the day before. And we're going to connect it all together, all right? Because like I just said moments ago, trading's about developing a plan. What I said moments ago is really simple. One strategy, one pair, one time. That's it. Most people jump all over the place. They need 3 strategies, 5 strategies. They have all these strategies they know, and they see so many different things at once. Realistically, you need one strategy, one pair, right? One time, and 4 to 6 months of commitment, right? Not jumping all over the place, because I've seen the same cycle over and over and over again in trading, okay? Most people learn a strategy, maybe they apply it, they have a good week, they take some trades. It's until they have that bad week or that bad month or they blow an account. They're jumping to the next strategy. They're looking for the next best thing. They're looking for perfection. You'll never really learn like that. You'll never really learn like that, all right? So we're going to break down some real trades that we're taking this week using my trading system, all right? And my trading system is actually really, really simple. If you look at the amount of people that I've taught my trading system to and the amount of results that come out of it, for the amount of people that we have, most of the people are getting results with the system, right? If I had a trading system that didn't work, nobody would be getting results. Imagine having a trading system that millions and millions of people use, but only 1,000 people are getting results. Or imagine having a trading system that hundreds of thousands of people are using, but only a very small percentage of them actually get results. The system we're about to go into is accurate. It gets a lot of people results. Some of them might even be honestly on this call with us live today, right now. Some of them are probably, I can guarantee you, some of you guys are probably inside, all right? Some of you guys probably know the strategy. I'm going to break it down. We're going to get to the charts. We got Toronto in the house. Paul's always there. Look at Paul. Paul, you guys see what Paul stated? You guys see what Paul said in the chat? Shout out Paul, yo. Inner Circle student. Shout out Paul. Shout out Paul. He took $3,000 to $32,000 once when he joined, I remember. Shout out Paul. Shout out Paul, yo. So that's why I trade gold is because it's that one thing I zeroed in on. Maybe some of you guys haven't done that. There's some mindset opening here for you guys before we get into the trading system, because some of you guys might be jumping from system to system too fast, too quickly, right? I stuck with gold for a long time and I mastered it. I got better with it. I refined it. I learned it in different market conditions. I learned it in uptrends. I learned it in downtrends. I learned it in choppy conditions. I learned it in high volatile situations, right? So the main characteristics that we're going to be going over on the chart is the trend. Now, the thing about my strategies and techniques, they work in any trend. You could be in an uptrend and you can still catch sells with my strategy, or you can catch buys. You could be in a downtrend and you can catch buys with my strategy or sells. The things that I teach, the concepts I use and teach, they work in different market conditions. That's where experience comes down to, 11 years of experience. So we're going to be talking about things that you guys know. You might think after 11 years of trading, I'm going to be sharing some crazy complex theories that might be just super hard to use. No, how I gained profitability, right, was by simplifying things with these types of things. But it's here. A lot of it's here with the discipline and the patience. A lot of you guys in the inner circle should know. All right, so let's get to the charts. All right, so like I said, make sure you guys stay till the end. We're going to be going to the charts. Let me pull up in gold. Gold made some crazy moves today. Peter too. Yo, Peter too. Peter took one. Yeah, facts. I see the chat. Peter took $1,000 to, I don't even know now. He can tell you. He's in the chat. He can tell you. All right. Gold right now. I know some of you guys are here. I want to know what gold. For those of you guys that are here, I want to know what gold's going to do. Don't worry. After this call, we're going to do an inner circle call. Let's get to the sauce real quick because it's really, really simple. So step one is going to be the trend. Now, I like to trade reversals, okay? One thing you got to know about me is like I'm like a reversal style trader. So what does that like mean in a sense? So let's just pull up a blank chart here and look at gold. So what is like a reversal to me? That's just movements. Let's take the line chart where the market turns, where basically support and resistance gets created, right? There's different shifting points, and I like to call them reactions, okay? You'll often hear me say these reactions, these moves that happen, okay? They can be looked at as shifting points on the chart. So if you look at gold just simply on a line chart here, we're on a 1 hour time frame, by the way, here. So all these candlesticks represent 1 hour, but I'm gonna go on the line chart just so it looks a little clear and you can see the shifting points that I'm talking about. So if you notice gold, it has a lot of bends and turns, right? It bends and it turns around. Obviously, it's making these big moves down, right? It's going in a downtrend. Clearly, that's what the market's in. But you can see these turning points that can happen quite quickly, these bounces, right? I'm very good at spotting those, and some of the strategies that I go into are really good at analyzing these types of areas, basically like support and resistance. Like if you look at gold right now, it's kind of making a shifting point at the moment. So that's one of the things that I like to trade is like reversals in the market. Sometimes the market's in a downtrend and I'll be catching buys right at the point where it reverses. People ask me, yo, market's in a downtrend, why are you taking buys? And then boom, the market will reverse. That scenario actually happened today with gold buys because I sent a buy and I got a couple DMs on Instagram and stuff, and people are asking me, why are you taking buys? Gold's dropping. But it's all about understanding structure too. Structure, support and resistance, whole numbers. Because with the way I trade, you can be in a downtrend and still find buys. So I'm going to break down today's trade step by step for you guys and go over some basic stuff about support and resistance and whole numbers with gold. All right. Let me know in the chat if you guys are getting value so far. We've only talked a little bit about mindset. We're just going to dive into the charts literally right now. Type in the chat if you guys are getting value so far and smash that like button. Like Paul said in the chat, my guy Paul, yo, Paul's always there saying that in the chat. So one thing you guys got to know about gold is that it's very respective to round numbers. So round numbers work like support and resistance. So a round number would be like $4,600, for example. That is a round number. It's a psychological level. So there's different ways we can actually analyze support and resistance using gold. One of the ways is using round numbers, okay? So this is an example of a round number. Another example of a round number would be a 50. So the market is very respective to numbers that end in 0, 50, 25, 75. These are very psychological levels that we can focus on. Now, I want to take you back to the trade from today real quick. I got to put the full screenshot in because this was actually a crazy trade. I took a 1-hour nap and I woke up and this thing was in hella profit. I was like, oof, damn. Passed out for 1 hour while in this trade and this thing just went up. So this was the buy that I caught today on gold. And if you're inside the inner circle community, I actually sent the signal on this in real time over here at 12:55 a.m. Now, that's important. Take note of this as we go forward because I'm going to talk about time soon. This is actually an important time to watch gold. It might seem random, 12:55 a.m. Oh, what? That's late at night. Why are you sending a signal at 1 o'clock in the morning? It's actually a key time because that's Hong Kong, Tokyo, Singapore, Asia, right? The whole world, the whole economy is open, right? That's also going into Frankfurt, Germany, London soon, that time. So it's actually a key time where markets can even start to set up, or I like to keep eyeing the charts. So I actually sent this signal today for anybody inside the inner circle community on gold buys that I'm going to break down here step by step. So one of the first things I want to teach you guys about this is hold numbers. Then we're going to go into the market structure, trend, support, and resistance. Because I want you to pay attention to my entries real quick. But let's go back to the chart. If you look at gold, we have 4,600 whole number. Like I said, gold is very respective to round numbers with 0, 25, 50, and 75. One thing to take note of, all right, as you study gold. Down here, we have 4,500. So if I was to mark some more on my chart, if I was to mark some more levels on my chart using price, this would be an example. I've marked a few more. Another one would be 25, all right? Another one going up would be 75. So these are actually key levels that I'm marking right now on gold. Right here, we have also a 25, all right? So that's an example of marking key levels. It's kind of like marking support and resistance, because if you look at, for example, 4,600, you can see how there's a bit of resistance there that the market made. If you look at 25, you can see there's a bit of support that the market created here. You can even see where I took my trade today was around 45.50. Now, why did I take that trade? I didn't just take it because the whole number, okay? That's one thing to understand here. I didn't just buy because the whole number. I was using that. Now, if you look to the left, they like to say when you look to the left, it gives you clues, right? You look left to go right is what they like to say in trading. You look to the left here, you see a bit of resistance here that the market formed around 45.50. This is a simplified way to just find easy support and resistance levels on gold. So, one thing, I'm combining this level with a resistance to the left. That's one thing. But I'm also using market structure. Because if you understand anything about market structure, it's all about higher highs, higher lows, or breaks of structures, market structure shifts, changes of character, right? These are some trading terms for those of you guys that are new that you're going to want to learn as a trader. So when we look here, we have a low on gold. This is actually textbook stuff happening. We have a high here created. Then what does the market do? It holds that low. So I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, what would this low be called? If this is a low, high, higher high created. What's this called? Type in the chat. What is this low called? I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys in the chat. What would we call some of this stuff? Do you guys know in the chat? What would we call some of this stuff happening here? When we look at the chart, even if you take a look at like the line chart here, so like we have a low. From that low, we punch up, we create a high, pulls back, then it goes and creates a higher high, pulls back. This is structure, right? This is just your basics, your market structure, right? Notice how it lines up with that whole number, right? So I'm taking trades hours ago, literally here on gold around the whole number, right? Understanding the market structure, right? Using the whole number, but also understanding the market structure, okay? Shift of structure, right? Exactly, higher low. So this will be a higher low. We have a low, creates that shift. This is a high, higher low. And someone also said shift of structure in the chat. So market structure, that's when we go into trend analysis. One of the pillars is trend analysis. Now in trend, you have market structure, uptrends, downtrends. That's your basics, right? Now you also have these things called shifts. As someone said in the chat, you can see they said SOS, shift of structure. I like to say, a lot of traders like to say break of structure or market structure shift. When we're talking about one of the pillars, trend analysis, market structure, these are key things to also know, because the market can be trending down, it can be dropping, but you don't want to be that person who's selling low. You don't want to be the person who's selling low, selling too low, right? In the sense of a movement's already made. That's one thing a lot of traders struggle with, is there can be a good downtrend in the market, but a lot of traders might find themselves selling towards the end of the trend while the market's actually reversing. And they might catch that last sell before the market reverses, or vice versa if the market's in an uptrend, right? Some of you guys might get caught at those times, and you have to recognize the psychology of the market, because if the market's dropped a lot, essentially you might want to find some buys. So if the market's dropped a lot, you might want to find those buys. So if you look at market structure here, that's one thing that goes into this trade. So there's a trade signal. Breaking down the most recent trade. I'm not picking a random trade here. I'm just picking a trade that I sent at 12:55 in the Discord community. If you're inside the inner circle, sent this trade to you. Again, you can see the time. We probably have another trade loading literally in the next 90 minutes to 2 hours. I could kind of get my spider senses are tingling, to be honest. I'm just picking, I'm not going to the chart picking like a random trade saying, hey, you could have took a sell here, you could have took a buy here. No, I took this trade, sent it as a signal hours ago, live in action, and guess what? I've been up since. So let's go with replay mode real quick, so maybe you guys can kind of see what I was seeing in the moment. So market structure is really, really key here, right? And we came back to the nice 1 hour area. If you're looking at this area on the 1 hour, it's just nice to me because the market's low. Gold's dropped a lot, right? So I want to be cautious of that, right? I know it's in a downtrend, but we are low. We did come down a lot. So I don't want to be looking for sells too low, right? I'd rather either wait for it to come higher, or in this case, I was able to identify the shift. So we have a clear area here that the market could react. Now, 45.50. Market was below that area. And if you're in the inner circle, I teach you guys this stuff and say you can still use these numbers, right? The market can wick underneath them, and they could still work. They could still hold the zone, right? This is all about market structure, some timing, because this is a little bit before London session as well, like late Tokyo session. But you can see how the market holds this zone around 45.50. Support, resistance, whole number, market structure, easy trade to catch in this zone, in this area. Easy one. Caught this up. This thing ended up exploding to the upside. If you guys are inside the public Discord, Because I even talked about this on the last YouTube stream that I did. If you guys follow me on YouTube here, I even broke this down. But boom, there it is, step by step. Market structure shift. And this is one type of trade setup. This isn't even like a reverse. Like this is like that shift, right? I'd say it's a reversal. It's not catching the bottom. And that's some other techniques that we can go into. But this is one trade, right? I could show you guys another trade from yesterday, right? That was sells on gold. Literally yesterday, 1:49 in the morning. Might seem like a random time again, right? Might seem like a random time. And guys, we're halfway through the call, right? We got 20 more minutes left. So I hope you guys are taking notes. All right, we got 20 more minutes left, just so you know. We're halfway through this. So like I said, best part's coming. Stay with me till the end. All right? We're halfway through this call pretty much. Well, a little bit over halfway through. All right? Another trade. Again, not a random trade here. Gold sells. Set this signal for those of you guys inside of the inner circle community. I know a lot of you guys might be on the call right now. Some of you guys caught these sells. Some of you guys caught these buys. Type in the chat if you caught one of these trades with me yesterday or today. Type in the chat right now if you caught one of these trades with me. Gold sells. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to what I write here. Gold sell 4,600. Notice that. That's why I started talking about the whole number at the beginning, right? Because that's an important step. And if you're consistent with me day by day, week by week, you'll see this repetitively, time and time again on the live sessions that I do every single day, right? Gold sell 4,600. This was yesterday. 1:49 in the morning, close to London session, right? So let's go look at this actually, because this was actually a solid setup that gold did yesterday at $4,600. I'm going to remove the chart. So I have two trades. The one from today, you can see perfect reaction. Losing my voice real quick. And up here, where is it? It's a bit higher. Losing track of where 46 is now from the chart. I'm on the 4 hour. $4,600. Simple, right? And this is one of those trades that goes more with the trend. So I just showed you like a reversal, right? And at this point, I'm still recognizing, gold's clearly in a downtrend. Like it's breaking down. It even did the same thing up here at $4,700. If you mark 4,700, it did the exact same thing. If you look, you could have taken a sell. And this is one of those trades I could break down and be like, you could have taken a sell here. Well, what I'm doing is showing you two trades that I've actually taken, sent out as real signals, right? You could have taken a sell here using the same concept, same strategy that I used at $4,600 yesterday here for sells. Now, gold at that point, and still is in a downtrend. Like gold is in a downtrend right now. Even right now, sells are probably going to come in. We're probably going to pull back to $4,600 again on gold. See, this level that I was once selling at here could actually come back to as potentially a support. All right. So when you look at these trades, gold sell, stop loss, 4,609, this area, 4,600, take profits here. These are real signals that I sent, not just going back to random places like this is where you could have taken this strategy. That would be easy to do. I do that pretty much every day when I train you guys, right? But most of the time I'm training you guys on real trades that I take, send out, and we always look at different examples. So this is the power of round numbers that I want you guys to all understand, and one of the main pillars in my trading system, right? I've just traded it and practiced it for years that I've seen so many different examples, so many different trades. So was taking gold sells in here at 4,600. Stop loss went above the previous high, right? We had a wick here. So to me, I knew if gold broke above that wick, then it's shifting bullish. It's not probably bearish then. It's going to be shifting bullish. So my stop loss went above that wick, and I was able to ride this trade down to like 45.60. Actually, I missed some movement. That's okay. Was able to go with the flow pretty much, with the trend, right? So that's more of a trade going with the trend, right? Gold sells yesterday. The trade from today was, I would say, more of like a reversal trade setup. Look at this. I put this in wins and results here. Huge trade, right? Boom, boom, shift out. This is market structure, right? Low, high, low, higher, high, break of structure. This is textbook stuff right here, guys. And this is stuff I teach every week because not a lot of traders are able to send frequent trade setups like I am. I'm able to send trades every day, even multiple trades a day, because I have that experience and we're able to learn quick. We're able to learn quicker. A lot of my traders and the people in my community are able to learn faster because of the amount of trades I'm able to send out, the frequency of the strategy, right? We can actually find setups every single day on gold using the strategies and techniques. Not that we need to trade every day on gold, but the trades are there every single day. If you look at this week, for example, I've sent one trade every single day, and there's always been a reaction using the exact strategy that I'm pretty much teaching right now since April 27th here. I've sent a trade every day, and every trade has given a reaction using the strategy that I teach, right? Today and yesterday's were some big ones, though. These were like home run trades. Big trade today, needless to say. So I got some cool stuff I want to show you guys in a couple minutes here, by the way. And everything, by the way, that I just showed you, right? As much as I could show you guys in 1 hour, right? We're only going to be on for like 13 more minutes here. Going to break down a couple more stuff. As much as I just showed you there, guys, that's still just the surface, right? There is a lot more stuff that we can go over, but we're going to be on for a little bit longer here. We got like 15 minutes left, right? Let me see. Christian caught both trades. Pavel's caught both. Sells yesterday and buys today, both. Both the trades blew right through TPs and much, much more. Still active. You're still holding. That's deep. That is deep, yo. That you went deep to the touchdown zone. Holy. Did both trades happen around 6? Yeah, did both trades? They kind of did. You know, that's where we go into timing, right? Timing can be key, right? And when we talk about gold, one thing you guys have to understand, this is one thing most traders don't understand, but it makes sense. Gold is the #1 world reserve asset. It's traded a lot at different times of the day. And there can be different reactions at different times for gold. You can get reactions in London. You can get reactions in New York. You can get reactions in Tokyo. For example, I caught a trade in London, and you can see some of the traders inside the community, also in the chat, caught the same trade with me from the signal, right? We might have a different reaction in New York, right? That a completely different reaction that happened, you know, compared to London. We might get sells that come down and then buys. We're going to see. Because after this call, if you're inside the inner circle, I'm going to go live. We're going to be live for New York session inside the inner circle. I'm going to be live a couple times today as well. All right, guys. But the next phase is loading, by the way, guys. The website is going to literally be done in 2 weeks. I want you guys to know this, all right? Because the next phase is loading, all right? Inner Circle 2.0's phase. We got the whole website coming out, where we're going to have daily live classes. So you guys see me streaming on YouTube a lot, all right? I stream on YouTube pretty much every single day. That's going to change very, very, very soon, right? Because I'm going to be having my live streams inside the new website. These are going to be real-time trading sessions with myself, right? In real time. They will all be recorded, kind of like YouTube. If you can't be on the calls, right, it's going to be pretty much like YouTube, but built in the website. So I stream a lot here on YouTube, guys. For those of you guys that come on the streams actively, things are going to change soon. I'm going to be streaming a lot more inside of this website. It's going to be finished very, very soon. in middle of May. This is where you're going to have full access to the complete strategy, the complete system, all my signals, trading journal, Discord community, the full course access, scanners and tools, all my gold indicators, all my gold scanners. These are going to be directly on the website also. We're implementing that throughout the next week, fixing up some things. TradingView is going to be implementing the website with all the gold scanners, all the gold tools. Working on some final touches on the website. Phase 2 is loading, right? And for those of you guys that are not a part of the inner circle that want to join, right? We're going to go through some different stuff, right? For those of you guys that are not a part of the inner circle, want to join, or I would say that need to join, because by 2027, guys, if you want to level up, right now it's May, right? New month loading. 2027 is on the way, right? And if you actually want to level up your trading experience, breakthrough, see results, get real experience, right? And not be in the same place of inconsistency, I'm telling you, the inner circle is the place to be. It's already the place to be, but phase 2 is going to level up everybody that's already inside completely to a different level. So if you're not in the inner circle yet, these are your next steps to take. All right, schedule a call with my team. All right, today we have a special gift for you. The offer expires today. There's a limited offer today for anybody that wants to join the inner circle. This offer expires at midnight. All right, link is in the chat. All right, link should be in the chat. Let me check it out. I'll drop the link if it's not. But like I said, for anybody who's not a part, this offer expires tonight. All right, it's a special gift. Book a call. Link should be in the chat. We're going to deep dive into some other stuff. But like I said, guys, website's on the way, man. The first phase, this is what the first phase looked like of Inner Circle. Inner Circle 2.0. Second phase is just going to be way more orientated, way more organized, and a just much better ecosystem. The first phase leveled up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of traders worldwide. Next phase is loading. So for those of you guys who are not locked in, this is honestly the time to lock in. I'm not even trying to hype things up. I'm not trying to oversell you or anything, right? This is the place to get results, get real raw experience, get trading lessons every single day. The stuff that you've probably been missing in your trading, all right? So make sure you schedule a call with me and my team if you're not part of the inner circle, because the offer that we have on the table is expiring tonight, literally midnight tonight. Next phase is loading. And if you're inside the inner circle, I'm going to go live in 10 minutes, all right? We're actually going to go live for New York session. It's looking like an interesting day. So those of you guys who are not a part of the inner circle, make sure you get with my team by midnight tonight, because I'm telling you, whether it's a couple weeks from now, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, you will regret it, all right? You will regret it if it's something you've been thinking about, if you've been waiting. And you could probably ask anyone in the chat. It's one of the best decisions, if not the best decision that they made in their trading experience. So for those of you guys that showed up here on this call, this moment's led a lot of you guys to take action. If I'm telling you, if you don't take action in the next couple of weeks, you will regret it. Not trying to hype you guys up. The next phase is loading. I'm going to be putting a lot of work, a lot of energy into it. It's going to be crazy. I'm already warming up. If you guys are on the inside, you guys can see. Those of you guys on the inside, I'm sending my signals again and warming up, getting back at it. So I'm going to answer a few questions. If you have any questions, though, about the price, about the offer, just get on the call with me and my team, right? Limited spots available. The offer ends tonight at midnight. I'm telling you, you will regret it in a few weeks or a month. Most people do. I remember when I first launched the Inner Circle, there was a lot of people that were like, I'm not going to join, I'll wait. They waited and they were like, why did I wait? A lot of people got in that situation. So this is that next phase. Some people are waiting for Christmas, for a Christmas sale, a Black Friday sale. I can't guarantee that'll happen again. All right. We're going to go live We're going to end this call in about 6 minutes, guys. Just wanted to be on for a quick hour. I'm going to be live later today also at 3 p.m. Eastern Time and tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as well. I'm going to be doing 2 more calls like this, going over some more information, showing some more stuff. But yo, New York session's loading. Those of you guys that are in the inner circle, I'm going to go live. I'm going to drop the link in Discord and in school. If you guys are looking for real, raw experience, make sure you join the inner circle. That's it. Real, raw experience, everyday lessons. We're about to get to it right now. Because like I just said moments ago, what you just saw was basically just surface level of everything today, of how much I can go over it, how much time I can spend going over examples, and the amount of time that I'm going to put in different examples over and over again. We already got so many examples. For those of you guys that are on the inside, the new website, I'm telling you, it's going to be sick. Those of you guys who are already locked in, if phase 1 didn't help you experience any breakthroughs, any mindset, and I'm sure it did, because about like 80 to 90% of people have gotten results, been satisfied. I don't think anyone's really been too disapproved, except for when I have a bad trade. If I hit a stop loss, that's the only time. But that's trading. We're all trading. I think when I hit a stop loss, it's the only day. But that's trading. Today we smashed it. Yesterday we smashed it. But yo, I'll answer a few questions. I'm gonna check out the chat. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat right now. My bad, I didn't notice it was in the chat. Might be in the bio or the description. If you check out the description of this video, it should be in the description of the YouTube link. There should be some links and stuff in the description. Let me see any trading questions. Link should be in the description. I'm about to put it in the chat. Yeah, I missed the Christmas for one. Yep, that's what I mean. Hey, Christian's locked in though, yo, bro. You've been locked in since you joined. I've seen your progress. I see you're always talking. You're always talking. More 6 a.m. London. Can we use only 1 hour time frame? Honestly, I would start with 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. I would say day trading, 1 hour and 30 minute are great time frames for day trading. 4 hour, 30 minute, 1 hour. For someone like me, and you'll see when I teach off of different time frames, because we can have scalping setups or quicker. So for scalping, it could be like 5 minute, 15 minute more, like quicker time frames, quicker reactions. But if we're looking for just like more solidified confirmations, 30 minute, 1 hour, working your way up. Because you could look at you can get a lot of confirmations on a 5 minute, 15 minute chart, but they can be quicker trades, quicker reactions that aren't trades that are solidified. All right. What did I say with the stuff I've taught? With the stuff I taught today, if you piece it together with especially a lot of the YouTube videos that I have here on the channel, you could learn trading. It might take you more time, longer roadmap, because every day I show examples every single day, day out, day in, day out, every single week. I'm an active trader. It's what I do. I stay up for my community. I don't sleep, so they can get trades in London or New York. Today I'm staying up. I'm totally changing my schedule so that experience is there. So I'd say between YouTube and what I taught today and what I'm going to teach later today, tonight, on the streams, because I'm going to do another call tonight as well, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So there'll be multiple calls like this. Yeah, you could. It might just take a bit longer to piece things together. You could learn the trading, but then it's just the mindset, right? Having someone in your corner giving you that mindset, giving you that coaching, giving you that psychology that comes from experience too. That's the whole part as well. I'd say you like with YouTube, like if you haven't watched all my YouTube videos, there is a lot of YouTube videos. Like I bet if you go through 20 of the YouTube videos, you'll be like, all right, damn, I need more of this more repetitively, because what you look at the YouTube videos is what I teach every day, every week, when I do hours of streams every day. But like I said, guys, the next phase is going to be cool. It's kind of like I've built this integration of YouTube kind of inside, where this is going to be like our own inner circle YouTube, where all the calls will be down here, live, straight to the point. If you miss something, you can just go back and rewatch it. And we're going to have an events place. This is going to be news. This is going to be news, workshops, different things happening here, right? So this is where the whole entire ecosystem is going to be shifted over to, and we're just going to be organized in trading journal. So we have the trading journal integrated here, where you can connect your broker, or you can do it manually. So you can connect your broker via investor password, kind of like TradeZella, MyFXBook. So that's another feature that's coming, something we've been working on for a while here, that can help traders do their homework, help traders with journaling, statistics. And then, of course, the scanners, and then blog insights, news. You guys know I like my news, right? You guys know I like to keep up with my news. So, yeah, we got that going there. All right, so for those of you guys that are on the inside, you're literally going to get an email one of these days within the month of May, giving you the steps on how to go forward, because now we just got our own login page where you can use your own email password. So it's pretty sick. I created one, boom, show you how it works. Just log in. Pretty sick, pretty excited. And yeah, I'm ready to get started on this. This is the next phase. All right, next phase is loading. It looks sick. Like I said, school, right? The information in here, it's worth like the information, what we did, everything in here is worth the price, is worth, it's like a Lamborghini in information. It doesn't look like a Lamborghini from this if you're looking at this, but here's that upgrade. This is a whole entire new upgrade, new website, new features, new tools are coming. And that's the direction this community is always going to go in moving forward over the next years. All right. Always going to be looking for ways to level up. Someone asked me what was my goals the other day, and I said to do this. One of my goals for the last 3-4 years has been able to do this, but I was never in a place where I could do it. Politics get in the way. So someone asked me one of my goals the other day after making tens of millions of dollars. It's like, what are your goals at a young age? It's like, oh man, it hit me. And it was like this, right? This phase, something I've been building to, because I've always wanted to share all my information, resources, and knowledge in a unique way. Can you scale with 2K? You have to ask my students that question, right? You have to ask my students that question, right? Right? I don't trade with 2K all the time unless I'm going for like one of those weeks where I'm just trying to flip, but definitely one of my students went from 1K to 40K in 3 months. Peter, he's in the chat right now. I think Peter's actually on the call right now. I saw Peter in the chat. Can you scale with $2,000? Of course. My students do it all the time. My students scale with $150. Giorgio. Let's take Giorgio. You guys should watch the testimonial video that Giorgio has, right, on my YouTube. Watch that full video. If we could post a link in the chat, maybe. There's a testimonial video about Giorgio, right? He likes to flip $130 accounts, $200 accounts, but he started with like $50, $40 accounts. Can you scale? This gentleman here started with flipping 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 euro, like euro accounts, right? Not even 100 USD, right? And he's been flipping and dipping, man. He's been flipping and dipping. My students, here's results from a new Inner Circle member. Let's check it out. This was a result from a new Inner Circle member. They deposited $200. They're at 610 there. Another account, $65, 425. I think you could definitely scale, right? This is a student who went from $200 to 7.5K. Overall, 38K in 6 months. Yeah, some of my students that, because the results I've seen, like I've had students go from $500 to 9.1K, right? This isn't even Discord, right? If you're inside the Inner Circle, post some of your results inside of school or in here, right? Some of you guys, I sent a trade and I was like, yo, anybody catch the trade? So you guys are quiet. I think I took some restrictions off the chat now. But scaling, oof. With 2K, definitely. I've had students scale with $100, $500, $50, 2K for sure, right? 2K, yeah, you could definitely scale when you have the right knowledge, you have the right mindset, you have the right framework. We had a student who went from $442 to $13,500 profit, right? So for sure, like, it's not about the amount. It's about the execution, the system, the mindset, also the psychology, risk. I would say the risk tolerance, the risk orientation. There's risk management, of course, but then real money makers know how to risk and execute. All right. The one thing is when you've had $20,000 days, $40,000, $50,000 days, a lot of them, you know how to put on risk, right? And when you've lost a lot of money, in my case, I've lost millions of dollars, right? When you've lost a lot of money too, you know how to put on risk. So that's one thing I've taught my students. Risk orientation. So it's not the amount. You could ask some of my students, right? We've seen some crazy things. Like in the inner circle, we've seen people do exceptional things, right? Ordinary people do extraordinary results, right? $106 flipped to $1,200. Like, we've had crazy results. I think there's 442 posts in here. So there's a lot of results in here, and that's not even including what we have in Discord, yo. Like, like we have in like, it's crazy. So we've seen $65 to $5,000, like stuff like that, just from the teachings. All right, you can. I bet, like, you could ask some people in the chat right now. I guarantee, like, you could ask some people in the chat. But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this call up. If you're inside the inner circle, I'm literally going to drop a link in 10 minutes. We're going to go live for New York session. New York session's loading. And you can see I've been awake. This is what happens when I'm awake. I get nocturnal. I've been awake, yo. I'll put in that time. Name another name another person who's worth multiple 7 figures. Another influencer, trading guru out there who stays up all night till morning. That's why I say phase 2 is loading. Some people have been asking, what's up with your sleep schedule? And, like, I'm changing it for phase 2. London session, New York loading. All right. I'll see you guys next call. Make sure you book a call if you're not inside the inner circle, right? Make sure you join before the website comes out. Here's a sneak peek at it. It's almost done. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm hyped up. This hypes me up. I'm not even trying to hype you guys up. Looking at this shit hypes me up. It gets me excited, right? Money. I made a lot of money, right? Looking at this, the way it's exciting, seeing it all build. It's cool. It fascinates me. It's like getting a new video game, new level up. It's gonna make me more active. Put a lot of time on the charts. A lot of live streams from May, June, July, August, all the way till my birthday. We're gonna be streaming a lot. All right. So I'll see you guys on the next stream. If you're inside the inner circle, I'm gonna be dropping the link in 12 minutes, 10 minutes. We're gonna go live. Peace.